Amen to that. Amen to that. The chair now recognizes the delegate from Nevada and the chairman of the Nevada Republican Party, Michael McDonald.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Michael J. McDonald from the state of Nevada. It has been an honor of a lifetime to stand by President Trump's side since 2015. In Nevada, we held the first in the West Caucus, where we blew the Democrats' narrative apart. That you cannot have voter ID, that you cannot have paper ballots, and that you cannot have results of an election on election night. In Nevada, a state that is resilient on service industry, President Trump has proposed to eliminate taxes on tips on day one. Unlike the Biden-Harris administration and the Democrats that increased taxes on tips, President Trump has transformed our party to the champion of the working men and women. We fight for what's right, not for what's easy. We're in a battle for the soul of our nation because we want the best future for our family and for our country. President Trump is our fearless leader who withstood the persecution of a weaponized lawfare and who has fought even harder and stronger to represent and fight for all of us. I ask all Americans to join me in taking back our nation by supporting President Trump as he leads us back to victory once again. It is my honor to second the nomination of Donald J. Trump for the office of the President of the United States of America. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Speaker Mike Johnson.
We will now proceed with the roll call of the states. As required by Rule 37 of the Convention Rules, during the roll call, the states will be called in the order determined by the Secretary of the Convention. During the roll call, the chairs of each respective delegation or their designee will announce the vote of each state. During the roll call of the states, the Secretary will announce each state and that state's total number of available votes. Additionally, the chair would like to remind all delegates that the Secretary will record delegates' votes in accordance with their obligations under Rule 16 of the Rules of the Republican Party, state law, or state party rules, regardless of the delegation's announcement. The official results from each state are those announced by the Secretary. Lastly, just one reminder. We want to remind all our delegates, our alternates, and guests that maintaining order during the roll call is extremely important. If the convention is not in order, it's difficult for the secretary or presiding officer to hear the vote announcement. Now, without objection, the complete list of votes recorded for president shall be considered as announced. To conduct the roll call of the states, I'm pleased to announce and introduce at this time our distinguished Secretary of the Convention, Vicki Drummond.
Delegates and alternates, let us commence with the call of the roll of the states. Iowa, 40 delegates.
Dude, you gotta do it.
Madam Secretary, I speak for the delegation from the great state of Iowa, the inspiring home of Caitlin Clark. And Madam Secretary, the great state of Iowa proudly cast all of its 40 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Iowa, 40 votes, President Trump. Nevada, 26 delegates.
Madam Secretary, the great state of Nevada proudly casts all of its 26 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Nevada, 26 votes, President Trump.
Yeah, there you go.
Oklahoma, 43 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm Nathan Dahm, Republican Party Chairman of the great state of Oklahoma, the crossroads of our country, and the first state to have a President Donald J. Trump highway, and the only state to have all 77 counties vote for President Trump 2 elections in a row, with a 3rd time coming up this November.
Yeah!
The state of Oklahoma proudly cast all of its 43 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Oklahoma, 43 votes, President Trump. West Virginia, 32 delegates.
Madam Chairman, on behalf of the West Virginia delegation, my name is Patrick Morrissey, and I am very proud to cast all 32 votes for the Mountaineers, where we're always free, and to cast those 32 votes for our former and future President, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, West Virginia, 32 votes, President Donald J. Trump. New Hampshire, 22 delegates.
Madam Secretary, my name is Corey Lewandowski, and I served as President Trump's campaign manager in 2016 for that historic victory. I stand before you today on behalf of the great state of New Hampshire, the Granite State, the first in the nation primary state, the state that delivered President Trump's first election victory way back in February of 2016. New Hampshire proudly casts all 22 votes for my good friend, the 45th and soon-to-be 47th President of the United States, Donald John Trump!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, New Hampshire, 22 votes, President Trump. Nebraska, 36 delegates.
Madam Secretary, my name is Eric Underwood. I'm the chairman. I present the great state of Nebraska. The good life is our motto, where agriculture, beef and corn is the lifeblood of our economy, where our medical field and university are amongst the top in the nation. But it is our people that embody a Nebraska nice, modest lifestyle. Now to announce our delegate allocation, our delegation co-chair, John Tucker.
Madam Secretary, the great state of Nebraska proudly casts all of its 36 votes for President Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Nebraska, 36 votes, President Trump. California. California, 169 delegates.
California represents nearly 5.4 million registered Republicans, more than any other state in the nation. From its pristine beaches to its soaring mountains, from expansive deserts to the redwood forests, the Golden State is responsible for securing today's GOP House majority. It will be the state responsible for returning a House majority to Washington this November so that President Trump has a partner in Congress to support his common sense agenda. With the largest delegation in the nation, Madam Secretary, the great state of California proudly casts all of its 169 votes for President Donald Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, California, 169 votes, President Trump. Tennessee. Tennessee, 58 delegates.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. My name is Jack Johnson. I have the honor of serving as the Republican Majority Leader in the Tennessee State Senate. On behalf of our delegation chairman, the Honorable Bill Lee, the 50th Governor of the great state of Tennessee, I am happy to report that from the mighty Mississippi, Graceland and Bill Street, to the Grand Ole Opry, to the Great Smoky Mountains, Rocky Top and Dollywood, to Rock City and Lookout Mountain and Bristol Motor Speedway and all points in between, we proudly cast all 58 of our votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and rules and procedures of this convention, Tennessee, 58 votes, President Trump. Washington, 43 delegates.
Madam Secretary, Washington State, the evergreen state, where the people support law enforcement by allowing them to pursue criminals, where the people support families and children by putting into law a Parents' Bill of Rights, where the people reform taxes so that families and young people and small businesses can thrive. Washington State casts all of its 43 votes for the next president, the past president, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Washington, 43 votes, President Trump. Alabama, 50 delegates.
Madam Chair, I'm Coach Senator Tommy Tuberville and proud to represent the great state of Alabama, one of the most pro-military and pro-veteran states in the country. Huntsville, Alabama has sent somebody to the moon for the United States in the past. We will do it again in the very near future. We stand for the flag and kneel for God. Madam Chair, we proudly cast our 50 delegates for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Alabama, 50 votes, President Trump. Massachusetts, 40 delegates.
Madam Secretary, the great Commonwealth of Massachusetts, home of John Quincy Adams, Samuel Adams, Patrick Henry, and other great patriots who made America great, proudly casts all of its 40 votes for our next president, Donald J. Trump. So together, we can work to make America great again.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Massachusetts, 40 votes, President Trump. Indiana.
Madam Chair, I'm Jim
58
Banks.
delegates.
Madam Chair, I'm Jim Banks from the great state of Indiana. In Indiana, we believe in the American dream. We love America, and we love Donald J. Trump. As the son of a factory worker born in a trailer park, a veteran of the United States Navy, it's the honor of my life, on behalf of my great state, the Hoosier State, to cast all 58 votes for the greatest president of my lifetime and my friend, Donald Trump. Thank you.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Indiana, 58 votes, President Trump. Georgia, 59 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm Josh McCoon, Chairman of the Georgia Republican Party. Georgia, the Empire State of the South. Georgia, the #1 state to do business in the United States of America. On November 5th, the Peach State will send 16 electoral votes for the once and future President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. And today, we proudly cast all 59 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Georgia, 59 votes, President Trump. Utah, 40 delegates.
Madam Secretary, my name is Mike Lee. I'm a U.S. Senator representing Utah. Utah is a place where we have big families, big hearts, and big ideas. It's a place where we love freedom. We love the Constitution, and we despise tyranny. In Utah, from the Red Rocks to the snow-capped mountains with the greatest snow on earth, we know what heaven on earth looks like. Utah, the 45th state admitted to the Union, today proudly casts all of its 40 delegate votes for President Donald J. Trump and his newly announced running mate, my friend and colleague, J.D. Vance.
Well done. I'm wearing my glasses. Is that okay, you think? I need you to move over just a little bit.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and rules and procedures of this convention, Utah, 40 votes, President Trump. Maryland, 37 delegates.
Madam Secretary, my name is David Bossie. Maryland, the old line state, the 7th state to enter the Union, known for the amazing Chesapeake Bay and Blue Crab, and the United States Naval Academy. The home of Fort McHenry, the historic site that inspired the Star-Spangled Banner, and the home of the next United States Senator from Maryland, Larry Hogan. Maryland, proudly casts our 37 votes for my friend, the 45th and 47th President of the United States, Donald John Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Maryland, 37 votes, President Trump. Texas.
Madam Secretary, I'm Abraham Joe, Chairman of the Republican Party of Texas. Not only Texas is the economic powerhouse of America, where we back our police officers, back our oil and gas workers, and back our men and women in uniform. Not only Texas create more private jobs every month than Joe Biden could ever dream when he's sleeping at 8 o'clock. Not only we are the state where no Democrat has won a single statewide office since 1992. Behalf of our great Governor Greg Abbott, our Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, and our Attorney General Ken Paxton, and the Republican Party of Texas, and our entire delegation, we cast all 161 of our delegates for the 45th and the 47th President Donald J. Trump. Thank you, and God bless you, and God bless Texas.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Texas, 161 votes, President Trump.
Bernie.
Iowa, 79 delegates.
Madam Secretary, Alex Triantafilou, Chairman of the Ohio Republican Party. I stand here today with my friend Bernie Moreno, who's going to retire forever politician Sherrod Brown and deliver a win to the United States Senate. We proudly cast our 79 votes for President Donald J. Trump and J.D. Vance.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Iowa, 79 votes, President Trump. America, Samoa, 9 delegates.
Talofa teleman mato tunu pele America Samoa, where our motto is God is first. Therefore, Madam Secretary, American Samoa proudly and with all our hearts cast our vote in favor of our next president, Donald J. Trump. American Samoa! Talumai! Talumai! Hey! Hey! Hey!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, America Samoa, 9 votes. President Trump. Wisconsin, 41 delegates.
Madam Secretary, on behalf of the Wisconsin delegation, we welcome everyone here to this 23rd Psalm place we call home, where 170 years ago, this great party was founded down the road in Ripon, Wisconsin, in a little white schoolhouse. Madam Secretary, the great state of Wisconsin proudly casts all of its 41 votes for Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and rules and procedures of this convention, Wisconsin, 41 votes, President Trump. New York, 91 votes.
President Donald J. Trump will always be a New Yorker, and New York will always love President Donald J. Trump. We believe that President Donald J. Trump will be the first Republican in a generation who will win New York State. It is my honor, as representative for New York's 21st Congressional District, House Republican Conference Chair, on behalf of the 91 New York delegates to the Republican National Convention, we proudly cast all 91 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, New York, 91 votes, President Trump. Florida. Florida, 125 delegates.
Madam Secretary and everybody in this great city, on behalf of our entire family and on behalf of the 125 delegates in the unbelievable state of Florida, we hereby nominate every single one of them for the greatest president that's ever lived, and that's Donald J. Trump, hereby declaring him the Republican nominee for President of the United States of America.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Florida, 125 votes, President Trump.
celebration. That's about you. So bring your good time and your laughter too. We gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on. Celebration. We gonna celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
We will now continue with the roll call of the states. Puerto Rico, 23 delegates.
Madam Chairman, I'm Angel Cintron, State Chairman for the Republican Party of Puerto Rico, the great 51st Republican State of the Union, Puerto Rico, the shining star of the Caribbean, brothers and sisters of Florida, Texas, California, New York, and all the state. Proudly cast all of our 23 votes for our next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Puerto Rico, 23 votes, Donald Trump, President Trump. Kentucky, 46 delegates.
Madam Chairman. Madam Chairman, the Commonwealth of Kentucky proudly cast 46 votes for the next President, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Kentucky, 46 votes, President Trump. Hawaii, 19 delegates.
Aloha mai kako. We are the delegation from the beautiful state of Hawaii. We carry with us the traditions of the father of the Hawaii Republican Party, Prince Kuhio Kalana-Aneole Pi'ikoi. And we carry his sentiment when he said, we are Republicans from the top of our heads to the bottom of our feet. Madam Secretary, the great state of Hawaii pledges all 19 votes for the future President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Hawaii, 19 votes, President Trump. Kansas, 39 delegates.
I am Mike Brown, Chairman of the Republican Party of Kansas, the heartland of America and the breadbasket of the world. Also the aviation capital of the world and the home state of Bob Dole and Dwight D. Eisenhower. Madam Chair, the great state of Kansas proudly casts all 39 of its votes for the man, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Kansas, 39 votes, President Trump. Louisiana, 47 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I am Eric Skermetta, Public Service Commissioner for the state of Louisiana and Delegation Chairman. Louisiana, led by my friend, Republican Governor Jeff Landry, home of the Speaker of the House of the United States Government, Mike Johnson, House Majority Leader Steve Scalise, host of the 2025 Super Bowl for the NFL for the 11th time, the state with the lowest utility rates in the country.